Okay, welcome back everybody to another MTGO League. This time we are running Jund again. Really enjoying this archetype at the moment. Good to see some life breathed into the Jund colours. We are running the Jund Saga package, so all the Wrenn and Sixes, all the Urza Sagas. Very similar list to what we played last time, and very similar to the list that did well in the recent SCG. I've just made a couple of changes that I thought I quite fancied. So taking out the Barren Moor for a Nurturing Peatland. Just feel like this deck wants to be hitting its land drops and making mana turns 1, 2 and 3. So yeah, going for that. It does kind of the same job as with Wrenn and Six. Then I've taken out one Bauble for one push, and then just messed around with the sideboard somewhat. I have added Leyline of the Voids in. I've just been seeing a lot of graveyard decks online, but kept pretty much the rest of it the same, I think. So yeah, let's jump straight in. Hope everyone's doing well today. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if mid-rangey type content is stuff you enjoy. After having excellent time at a recent Axion Now Mega Modern, there's another one coming up in June. So going to be is it June or is it July? June, I think. So going to be testing for that at some point in the next few weeks. So yeah, decks that are on my radar to play at the moment really are this sort of Jund mid-range as a Saga deck, 4-color elementals, or potentially team of rhinos up there as well. So yeah, they're definitely the ones that I'm going to be testing for the event. But then I'll throw in some other lists as well, just mix it up a bit, see if there's anything out there that I might like to play. But for now, let's get into this Jund Saga League. Okay, we actually join you here in round number 2. Apologies, but round 1 had some technical difficulties, which means we've lost the recording. But we got schooled 2-0 by Yawgmoth, a deck that's definitely on the rise. So yeah, we're gonna have to think about that deck a lot going forward. I think I'm okay with this hand. It's got we're on the draw, so we've got a fair number of looks at a land. We've got the Dragon's Rage Channeler and a Mishra's Bauble to kind of try and surveil ourselves into one. And then the rest of the hand's pretty good. So Blackcleave Cliffs. So okay, so no Thoughtseize. Okay, we do draw a land, so that's pretty nice. Let's go and get Blood Crypt, I think. Yeah. Play this Dragon's Rage Channeler. It's probably going to die to push or bolt or heat. We'll cast this Bauble, get some value. Ragavan, don't think we really want that one. I think we'll pass the turn here. Blackcleave Cliffs quite likely indicates a discard deck, so don't really want to. Okay, so it looks like we're against either Rakdos or Jund. So yeah, we'll crack our Bauble in our opponent's turn there, so that they can't discard it. Okay, that's a really nice draw because we can now just go heat this, play this, and then we can use all our mana. Okay, so they're pretty good. That's a pretty good hand. Opponent does only have 2 lands. So they could Croxer next turn or Voidwalker. Or what do we take? I think it's just Seasoned Pyromancer. It's either Seasoned Pyromancer or Liliana. Liliana can kill our tracker, but Seasoned Pyromancer draws loads of cards. This could be the only thing they could play. They'd need a red land to cast Seasoned Pyro. Actually, we possibly don't care about Lily because we've got these Wrenn and Sixes. Maybe it's just... I think it's just Voidwalker here, and we hope to fade a land from the opponent, or a land that casts Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, so they can't cast Seasoned Pyromancer or Liliana with that, so they're just going to cast Croxer, which is fine. We'll discard a copy of Wrenn and Six. Okay, so let's go grab a basic forest. Play this Wrenn and Six. Tick up, get back. Catacombs, pass the turn. See what the opponent does. Okay, so they've got Blood Crypt now, so they can Seasoned Pyromancer. They could Liliana. They're probably Seasoned Pyromancer here. Probably discard the Lily. Yeah, they get rid of Lily. Draw 2. Hopefully they don't find an Inquisition. Okay, we find Thoughtseize. So let's go Tracker. Then we'll fetch a basic Swamp. Opponent hasn't got Revolt, so I'm not worried about our Tracker dying here, really. We do have to go down quite a lot of life, which is a bit worrying. I think it's worth Thoughtseizing. Double push. Okay, so I'm not going to ping with Wrenn and Six. We'll just tick up and get back a land. We don't really want to turn on Fatal Push for our opponent. This is a bit this Croxer is going to be worrying though. Yeah, just can take over the game. I suppose our opponent could double attack here. Okay, they're just attacking Wrenn and Six, which is fine with me. Maybe they've drawn Bolt or Heat. Nose to push, so have they not got enough in the graveyard for Croxer? Pretty sure they do. Really not sure why they aren't casting Croxer there. Okay, so I guess we'll make some more tokens. Don't think we have any more. Oh, can this... No, this can't attack, so it becomes a 3/3. So that's... We're definitely playing Goyf, but we can crack a clue. Okay. Don't think we necessarily want to fetch down to 6 to play Inquisition to get rid of my opponent's push. Have we got a basic mountain, I wonder? Wonder if we've got basic mountain to go and get. We might do. We do. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we can actually do a lot of stuff here. So we can go Inquisition you. Take your Fatal Push. Play this Goyf. Attack for 4. So this turn our opponent can Beholder us. But I would imagine they'll Croxer. Really not sure what our opponent's doing here. My only explanation is that they have forgotten completely about Croxer. So let's go land and then start drawing some cards. Let's draw a Spellbomb, please. Okay. We'll crack another clue. God, reminiscent of the days of Tracker's Glory days here. So we'll ping the token. I don't think we're just slamming in for quite a lot of damage. This would attack for 3. We can discard the Thoughtseize to Croxer. Opponent might block here. Probably do actually. Make some tokens. That's fine. We attack for 6 with Goyf. Okay. Yeah, I have to assume that our opponent's just forgotten about Croxer in the graveyard. So here it comes. We have got Delirium though, so we can just kill Croxer now. As well as making another clue. Okay. So we can just discard this Thoughtseize. What's the opponent gonna do? So yeah, I think if my opponent had cast this, if my opponent had cast this Croxer earlier on, we would have just died to it potentially. But I mean, we did draw the Heat to remove it. Tracker drew us so many cards there. Back to the good old black-green rock days of old. Right, so I think we can safely trim all of the discard in this matchup. What do we want? I think we want Leyline of the Void. Could be way off the mark, but I think that's probably, well, how good is Leyline of the Void here? I think Soul Guide Lantern's fine. If you know, it can snipe a Croxer and then draw you a card. What about Terminate? Probably not Terminate. Probably not Pithing Needle. Maybe Terminate actually. I think Terminate's probably fine. Pyrite Spellbomb's probably fine as well. Killing Voidwalker, it kills. Because yeah, it kills what's it called? Seasoned Pyromancer. So it's probably all right. No Pithing Needle. Alpine Moon doesn't do anything. Ancient Grudge doesn't do anything. EE for the tokens. No, I'm not too interested in that. I think the biggest card we're worried about is Croxer, so I think these Leyline of the Voids are probably fine. Right, what do we think of this hand? Shadowspear. I think this is okay, actually. The mana's a little awkward, but we've got a turn 1 Ragavan. Depends on what my opponent does, because if they play a turn 1 Ragavan, obviously we have to Fatal Push. Okay, opponent kept their discard in by the looks of it. So assuming they take the Ragavan here, they might take Push. Depends what they've got in their hand. Okay, so they do take Ragavan. Okay, we draw Wrenn and Six, which is interesting. I'm going to play the Bauble. Oh, Bauble. Oh, don't really want to do that now. Play a land. I think we're just. Yeah, I think we're just passing the turn here. Now that we've drawn this Wrenn and Six, we're kind of looking for another land. Okay, another Thoughtseize. So they probably take Wrenn and Six now. Would be my guess. This a moment where a Jund Triome would come in handy, which we are getting from the the new set. Okay, it might be that we want to play play Saga here. Okay, another Thoughtseize. Yeah, that's fine. So opponent very discard heavy hand. Okay, so let's take a peek at what we've got on top. We're drawing Blood Crypt. Now that we've lost all of our stuff, do we want to draw Blood Crypt? I think so. I think I'm happy drawing another land. We're going to need the land to activate Urza's Saga. We're going to need the land to play Liliana the Veil. Okay, so we do hit another land as well. Let's just go Saga, then cast a Shadowspear, use our mana, pass the turn. Opponent could of course have Alpine Moon, I suppose. Yeah, we shouldn't yield really. If our opponent plays Voidwalker, we're going to want to fetch. Could be an opposing Liliana of the Veil. Okay, so there's a Ragavan. See what they hit here. Hopefully nothing good. There's a Saga. Okay, so that's fine. Can't play that. So given that that happened, what are we going to go and get here? It's got to be black-green. Going to get Overgrown Tomb. So now we're probably just shocking in a Blood Crypt. Yeah, so just go shock this in, and then we'll make a token in order to block the Ragavan in combat. Obviously our opponent could have a... What is this? Torak. Okay. So we kind of need to fade them discarding Liliana the Veil here. Oh, that's pretty rough for our opponent. They get really unlucky there. So now we can... I mean, it's not by no means game over, but okay, so we'll just make the mana here. We could make another token, but think I'm more interested in... We'll go and get Nihil Spellbomb, play this Liliana, make my opponent discard, sacrifice a creature, and then we'll play the Swamp. Am I attacking? We're not attacking because we know my opponent has Ragavan. Don't really want don't really want that to be a thing. We could crack... Okay, opponent decides to pack it in. They have 4 cards in hand, but we've got 1 under the Spellbomb, I suppose. Yeah, we obviously get really lucky there with the Torak not discarding our Liliana of the Veil so that we could kill it. But yeah, we'll take the win. See you for the next round. Okay, on the draw here for what's this, round number 3. We're going to keep this. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got removal, 2 threats. Yavin Maya. Okay, so this is Yawgmoth again. So let's try and get our revenge. So this is going to have to go and fetch Stomping Ground. Do we want... Yeah, I'm just gonna Fatal Push this. Then next turn we can go Stomping Ground, Dragon's Race Channeler, Thoughtseize. I'm assuming this is Yawgmoth again. I suppose things are forests, so we don't necessarily have to go and... This could just get... Maybe. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to go and get a Blood Crypt here. Because it's a forest as well. Thanks to Yavimaya. So we'll go Dragon's Rage Channeler, Thoughtseize, Surveil. I want another land really, so we'll put Bob into the graveyard. So we've got Geralf's Messenger, Evolution, Chord of Calling. So triple black isn't happening anytime real soon. I think it's just going to be this Evolution. Next turn my opponent could go Evolution. I mean, they have to sacrifice this. I think it's actually Chord of Calling here. Like, I'm fine if my opponent wants to sacrifice their Wall of Roots. Also, if we find a land this turn, we can go Liliana, Edict. And Wall of Roots is actually 2 mana worth for Chord of Calling, so yeah, that was definitely correct. So this can go and get Yawgmoth, but they wouldn't have anything else to do with it. I suppose our opponent could find Urborg, which would let them cast Geralf's Messenger. Okay, opponent goes and gets a Swamp. What are they going to do here? Could be Evolution. They didn't have to get a Swamp there, but sacking their Mana Dork is fine. This is possibly going to get Yawgmoth. 2+, yes, they can get a 4-drop. They could get Endurance. Okay, yeah, they get Endurance, which is fine. So we've got Overgrown Tomb. So we know their hand. Okay, so Wrenn and Six. Oh, just after the Endurance is painful. Okay, let's just cast this Goyf. Pass the turn. I mean, we could have cast Wrenn and Six, I suppose. So Boseiju, Geralf's Messenger in hand. +1 unknown. There's the Boseiju. And a bird. Okay, so the birds will die to our Wrenn and Six. Okay, Bauble. We'll cast the Bauble first. We'll try and surveil the land into the graveyard here. I suppose we don't want Delirium yet. We'll put that into the graveyard. Don't need more Tarmogoyf. Are we attacking with this Goyf? I think so. How likely are we to get Delirium off this Wrenn and Six? Not very likely. Actually, I don't think we can, so let's do this. Because it might grow the Goyf. Bauble into the graveyard. Am I going to ping? I think so. Let's just ping this. Stops them casting Geralf's Messenger next turn. Want to get our hits in. No real reason to not see what they're drawing here. So they're drawing a Nurturing Peatland, so that does enable them to cast the Geralf's Messenger, which does make our Liliana fairly ineffective here. If the opponent attacks our Wrenn and Six, I'm fine with that. Yeah, no blocks. Because we can dash Ragavan now as well. What if the opponent draws a card? If they draw a card instead, that's fine. Okay, so we get some beats in here. Thoughtseize. It does put a card type in the graveyard. I wonder if I'm meant to Ragavan instead. could Ragavan and Thoughtseize. We could cast Wrenn and Six. Try and put a land into the graveyard. We're taking 6 damage. We could just play another Goyf. Actually, I don't hate just playing another Goyf. Yeah, let's just do that. Like Goyfs are 5/6 here. They're pretty large. We can hopefully get Delirium next turn. If we find a land, that is. So, yeah, Yawgmoth is my opponent's best draw. What else could they draw? Well, like Evolution, I guess. Grist is also very, very good. Okay, Evolution. Yeah, that's really good. Because now they get Yawgmoth. And then they can go... Oh no, they do get Grist, okay. So they're gonna... If they want to kill a Tarmogoyf, they have to sacrifice a creature. Oh, milling another Grist. Always, yeah, that's pretty gross. Okay, we do find a land though. So we could go land, Thoughtseize, Wrenn and Six. Or we could go... So Liliana Veil now does pretty much nothing. We could go... Let's go land. I think it's definitely Thoughtseize. We go to... We do take damage then. But I think that's probably fine. And it gives us Delirium. Yeah, Wrenn and Six into the graveyard. Okay, yeah, take that Yawgmoth. God, my opponent drew yeah, Evolution into to Yawgmoth. Right, so now I think it's... Do we just... If I Wrenn and Six ping this, my opponent then blocks this, and then they have to block with the Endurance. Yeah, I think that's the play. Although we have to be careful about this Grist. So we'd lose 7 life. Okay, so we can't actually do that because then my opponent wins with the Grist ultimate. Which is not what we want. So we could ping Grist. We could attack with everything, make my opponent block. Because if we ping here, attack, my opponent blocks with everything, and then ultimate's Grist, which is no good for us. We could then, if we attack with everything, okay, so we can't actually attack with everything. I think it's just, we could attack Grist. What is the play here? So if I send with just Dragon's Rage Channeler at them, it puts them to 5. Then they kill a Tarmogoyf with Grist. I think I have to do something about this Grist. So what if we go Dragon's Rage Channeler at Grist, and then ping... We could then ping Grist, or we could ping a token. I think it's Dragon's Rage Channeler at Grist. Although, I guess we could just Dragon's Rage Channeler at them, ping them. Let's go. I'm going to attack Grist, and then we'll attack them with a Tarmogoyf. Now we can go. Well, I have to. Well, Grist Ultimate is off the table now, at least. Oh, this has got reach. I mean, it had to attack anyway. Okay, so that's pretty free. I mean, I can ping it with Wrenn and Six. Yeah, I forget this has reach. This is very. This is a bit awkward. Because now my opponent goes block here. Yeah, that's just free. Okay, our opponent is not doing that, which is a little bit suspect. And then I'll ping. What am I pinging? If I ping Grist, my opponent can't kill a Goyf. If I ping this token, they'd have to sacrifice one of these to do it. I think I'm just going to ping the token. Pass the turn. Hope our opponent doesn't draw anything. Yeah, making 2 tokens with Grist is just... yeah, it's pretty spicy when that happens. Hopefully our opponent just hasn't drawn anything. So next turn, don't really know. We probably... Depends what my opponent does a little bit. Like Liliana is pretty good now. Opponent doesn't currently have any really good attacks. They could... I guess if they find like a rubbishy creature, I guess the worst... I guess we could die here if my opponent draws exactly Strangleroot Geist. They do that, kill Goyf with it, and then attack. Yes, if that was Strangleroot Geist, it would come back. So yeah, I possibly shouldn't have attacked with that Goyf. So we're taking 7 now, which is obviously not ideal. Yeah, maybe I misnavigated that. But the opponent can't attack with both. Yeah, because that was Strangleroot Geist, so I shouldn't have attacked with this Goyf. I should have left that behind. Will they attack with 1 is the question. So this pretty obviously opens up our line for next turn, which is we're just going to wrath their board essentially. Okay, Peatland is nice. So let's just we can play this, and then we can actually play both of these. So go Forest. We do have to pay a life for this, because I want to cast the Ragavan as well. Liliana. I think I'm happy drawing another Goyf. So we'll Edict the opponent. They haven't got a fetch land. Definitely something to watch out for, because they can fetch land for Dryad Arbor. Okay, so we're not going to ping with Wrenn and Six yet, because it can kill the endurance after my opponent blocks. Ping this. Cast the Ragavan. Pass the turn. Okay, so we're very ahead here. I don't think there's much my opponent can find. to... Opponent says winning thanks to my Yavimaya. I mean, we could have fetched the a different land on turn 1 if we needed the different colours. It just happened that it turned our Blood Crypt into a untapped Triome. Right, so Leyline of the Void seems really good. Pithing Needle's good. Soul Guide Lantern is good. Terminate can be fine. We don't really want Liliana, I don't think, because they've usually got something around to sacrifice. Ragavan on the draw is pretty horrid. It just gets blocked by Young Wolf. What else? So it could be Spellbomb, it could be EE, could be a single Lily, could be a single Ragavan. I think EE is not too bad here. The Spellbombs are great. Let's go with that. I guess that's some general thoughts on this matchup as well. So the opponent has things that can kill our ley lines. They got, so a big one is cording for the Outland Liberator, and they also have Boseijus now. So yeah, just worth mentioning. That's how they'll combat that, and that also works against Pithing Needle. We're going to keep this obviously and slam a Leyline of the Void onto the field. Obviously, just really good against my opponent. And then, so also worth noting that the opponent does play Magus of the Moon. Right, let's go and get Blood Crypt here. We'll play Dragon's Rage Channeler first. And next turn we can go Wrenn and Six. Get our Surveil on. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's go Wrenn and Six. Get a Forest. Wrenn and Six. Saga. Oh, we can put that into the graveyard. And then we can actually just buy it back. Pass the turn. So we're a little bit cold to, like Yawgmoth doesn't do too much. I guess the opponent will try to either go for killing us with creatures, like creature beat down, like Strangled Geist, Young Wolf, or they'll go for trying to find an answer to Leyline of the Void. Not sure how. Okay, so Grist is fine. It's not great, but it's okay. So ideally here we want to get Delirium. Okay, there's a Young Wolf. So probably going to ping that. Okay, Inquisition's a really good draw. I don't think we're going to play the Saga because I think we need more mana. So let's go... If we go Inquisition, Surveil, we need red, so let's play the Peatland, Inquisition this. We'll put that into the graveyard because it helps with Delirium, and we can get Delirium now. So Chord of Calling or Yawgmoth. So I think it's probably Chord because my opponent can Chord for Outland Liberator. Yeah, we'll just take the Chord here. We'll ping the Young Wolf while we've got Leyline of the Void out. And then is it worth... Oh yeah, because that kills Grist, which is nice. So let's just go another Wrenn and Six. We'll put Heat on top because we want to retain that for the next one. Then we'll go, yeah, we'll just kill Grist now. Attack Grist. And then we'll just shoot the Grist as well. So opponent's hand is Yawgmoth and Grist. We've got Unholy Heat, which can take care of one of them. So yeah, we're taking the cord there was amazing. Just because otherwise they cord for something to kill our Leyline, which at the moment is a real thorn in their side. So next turn we know we're drawing Unholy Heat. So it really depends on what our opponent does. If they play Grist, we're probably just doing the same play again. We'll keep the Heat for Yawgmoth because Yawgmoth can draw cards here. We could see Grist killing Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay, there's Yawgmoth. So opponent's got one card in hand. Okay, so we find Heat. So let's go. Yeah, we'll go kill this first. Yep, we'll have a Fatal Push on top. I think. Opponent's going to draw some cards. We probably should have attacked first, actually. Opponent fetching Dryad Arbor, so they're probably going to draw another card with that, which is fine. Are they gonna sacrifice the Wall of Roots? They are. Okay, so they draw quite a lot of cards there, but we'll just play Urza's Saga. We can tick Wrenn up. Oh, we should have played the Soul Guide Lantern first as well to get the Surveil. Although, actually, we know that there's a Fatal Push on top of our deck. So we have to do this, which is unfortunate. Let's get rid of Dragon's Rage Channeler, which keeps Delirium for us. Pass the turn. So yeah, we're just trying to win with Urza's Saga now, essentially. Opponent's probably digging for some way to kill this Leyline. They will have a Grist on the field. We did bring in Pithing Needle. So yeah, Grist is potentially an issue. We could just sacrifice the Soul Guide Lantern. Actually, we probably sacrifice the Soul Guide Lantern here. Yeah, it's definitely right to sacrifice the Soul Guide Lantern here. Eldritch Evolution, sure. So let's go sacrifice this to draw our Fatal Push. Untap. Drawing Bloodstained Mire is not great. I think we'll just go ahead and keep their tokens off. Play another Saga. Pass the turn. Got Fatal Push up if we need it. Okay, Grist creates a token. But no land for our opponent. Okay, so we'll just make a token here. We could push this. I wonder if I'm meant to push that. I feel like I am. Because then we can potentially kill Grist here. Okay, so let's go like this. So we'll make another token. What are we going to get? Could be Shadowspear, could be... should we just get Pithing Needle? Name Grist. We could name Outland Liberator, actually. No, they've got Boseiju as well. What are we getting? Is it Spellbomb? Pithing Needle or Shadowspear? Like it's probably just Pithing Needle here. I'm just going to name Yawgmoth. And then we'll just tick up, get back as a Saga. Could be Endurance. Okay, so opponent does have Endurance here. Which is fine. Play a land. We'll attack Grist because we can make a token with this other copy of Urza Saga. I guess we might as well do that now. Yeah, we're going to want to do that because then this other construct can protect our Wrenn and Six as well. Okay, so I'm feeling fairly good. This Pithing Needle, we could have named, like, we could have named Boseiju, we could have named, yeah, it could have been Boseiju, could have been Outland Liberator. But I think that's fine. You know, now my opponent has to find kind of two answers to go off. This one is probably getting Shadowspear. We don't know any of the cards in my opponent's hand. Okay, opponent's got a Wall of Roots and a Birds of Paradise and a Young Wolf. Okay, so they got a few things there. But our Urza Saga is going to go off. We find Terminate. So let's make... Yeah, we'll make another token here. Get full use out of our... What we're going to go and get. Oh yeah, my opponent shuffled things back in. It's probably just Shadowspear, right? Yeah, we'll go and grab Shadowspear. Then we can go tick up, get back Urza Saga, play Urza Saga, equip to one of these. I think we want to kill Grist here. Attack Grist. So... No, I think I'm happier just holding back. Although we... Oh, no, that was stupid. We're going to gain a whole bunch of life. Yeah, I should have attacked there, really. Yeah, I should have attacked with this other construct. Opponent finds a land. We've got 4 big tokens. Okay, Geist, sure. See if don't we know, like here my opponent has to have, I think it has to be exactly Outland Liberator, and we're probably saving this Terminate for that. Could be Blood Artist. Well, they find another Grist, so that's pretty good. So they're going to kill something here. They could kill Wrenn and Six. I wouldn't be surprised to see them kill Wrenn and Six. Yeah. Just keeps our keeps the train rolling. We could Terminate here, I suppose. Terminate. Okay, opponent just decides to pack it in. Yeah, we do win that game. Leyline of the Void just does so much work. It's just really good. I think Leyline of the Void is really well positioned at the moment, especially against this deck, which is becoming a lot more popular. And against, you know, it has a lot of game against Murktide, Dredge. Yeah, so a lot of things where that's good. But we're 2-1. See you for the next round. Okay, let's go for round number 4 and look at this amazing Golgari mid-range hand. I think we're going to keep. You know, we really want to find our land, but if we find a land off the top, then this just God, it's really reminiscent of black-green rock back in its day. We've got 2 looks at a land. We can cycle Spellbomb. If it's a creature deck, we've got double push, we've got double Thoughtseize, and we do have a threat. So, yeah, a land just puts stuff to waste. Obviously, if my opponent leads on Lava Spike or Goblin Guide, we probably just concede. Okay, so we do find our land. I wonder if we want to just fetch basic Swamp here. I don't think so. You know, play the Bloodstained Mire as our kind of worst fetch. This can fetch both the basics that we care about more. This could be Rhinos. Let's get, yeah, we'll get Blood Crypt here with Thoughtseize. It's possible that we just take something that kills Dark Confidant here. So it is Rhinos. So we're going to take the Fire Ice as both something that kills Dark Confidant and it can turn us off mana next turn. So they could go, next turn they could go bounce Dark Confidant. So yeah, we can just pass the turn here. Okay, opponent has drawn Crashing Footfall, so that's fine. So I think now we're just going to play Dark Confidant. We've drawn another land, so we can probably afford to just go and get basic Swamp. Especially since we're going to want to be Thoughtseizing. Opponent might decide to Fury this, but they can't bounce. Well, they can bounce it now if they don't want us to draw a card, which it looks like they're going for. Doesn't look like my opponent's found a land. Okay, Wrenn and Six is quite nice. I think we're just going to go and get basic Forest. Opponent could have Blood Moon as well. We're going to play Bob, and then we're going to Thoughtseize. Want to get the Thoughtseize in while okay, so double Force of Negation. I think I'm just going to take Fury here. Yeah, just take Fury. I suppose my opponent can't actually cast any of those spells, but Ah, okay, Bone Crusher Giant. That's okay. So if we go Wrenn and Six, my opponent definitely forces it, so I think we're just going to go Goyf, Spellbomb. Goyf's a 4/5. Yeah, the Bone Crusher Giant is a good one. Okay, this opponent's finding a lot of Crashing Footfalls. So let's attack. Let's try and play our Wrenn and Six. Okay, Wrenn and Six does resolve. Let's get back Bloodstained Mire. Play the Bloodstained Mire and pass the turn. We haven't got Delirium, but we do after this Nihil Spellbomb. Okay, so they do get to cast Rhinos here. Okay, so we know they've got double force, but they can't cast it at the moment. So at the yeah, okay, so we're going to go push a Rhino. And then that gives us Delirium. So we can just get basic Mountain, heat a Rhino. Doing this before our opponent can find a land. Essentially. To hardcast Force. Okay, opponent's missing on lands. Which is obviously good for us. They're going to get more Rhinos next turn. Let's play this Goyf. And then tick up our Wrenn and Six. Play a Verdant out, pass the turn. So again, we're going to Fatal... Oh, okay, so it was after my opponent found Rhinos. Okay, so we're going to... these are 4/5s, but they would be without anyway. Actually, it makes them 5/6s cracking the Spellbomb. So we probably should have done that last turn, actually. So opponent not going for the... not going for the Bone Crusher, so we're pretty confident they've got... pretty confident they've got a Cascader here. They've got 2 Force of Negations and 1 spell. We'll put Ragavan into the graveyard. Makes the... If they don't have a Violent Outburst, we do just kill them here. Looks like they do. Okay, so we know they've got 2 Force. Let's go to combat. Okay, double blocking, which is really good for us. We can just push one. Yeah. So opponent got really unlucky there, never finding their third land. And we get there with yeah. So in this matchup, Goyfs are really good. You know, they're putting out. You know, if we play 2 Goyfs, they usually outsize the Rhinos, or at least the first lot. And hand disruption is really good here as well. Engineered explosives to clear up Rhinos. We definitely want that. We haven't really got too much of a sideboard for this matchup, unfortunately. Liliana's probably good. Heat to kill the Rhinos is fine. Oh, Spellbomb's awful. Maybe it's just that. Is Terminate better than any of these cards? Like Wrenn and Six isn't amazing. What could they be bringing in to hate us out? There's no real hate cards for this, I don't feel. Okay, we'll just go with that. Right, so this is a bit of an odd hand. Is it really keepable? I mean, it's got EE for the rhinos, it's got 2 kill spells for rhinos, but it doesn't have any pressure. I think I'm going to mulligan. We want a threat, really. This is a lot better. We'll get rid of 1 Ragavan. Opponent's fairly likely these days to be able to kill a Ragavan. Either with Fire Ice or Dead Gone or Fury. Obviously Fury's, if my opponent's going to kill the Ragavan, we want it to be, we definitely don't want Dead Gone here. It's just too efficient. Want to see a Triome here, really. My opponent's got the Dead Gone. So possible we should have kept the second Ragavan, but given that we had a Wrenn and Six, opponent could be on Blood Moon here. I think it's worth playing around. Could just play Goyf, but I think I want a land next turn for Liliana. Okay, so we'll go and get basic forest, just in case our opponent's brought in Blood Moon against us, which isn't the worst bring in against us. So we'll get back Verdant Catacombs. It kills as a Saga. Opponent might think we're just on Jund. They saw Dark Confidant, although that's becoming fairly stock in Jund at the moment. So opponent didn't fetch, implying that they're probably looking for their 3rd land. Well, they don't find it again. We don't really want to draw any more Wrenn and Sixes. Looking like the opponent's going to go for Fire Ice here, which is fine. So we would like to play Liliana there, really. Okay, I've accidentally yielded through. Okay, so let's go land. Let's go and get a swamp here, just in case. Play a Goyf, 3/4. Yeah, the games where you miss your land drops with rhinos are just rough sometimes. So opponent could kill this Goyf with a Fury. We've got choices next turn. We can either go Liliana or we can go Tracker. If the opponent misses a land, I'm going to go Tracker, I think. If the opponent misses a land, I'll go Tracker. If they don't, I'll go Lily. Although all that's kind of up in the air. See what my opponent does. Will they hit a land? I'm assuming they don't hit a land. Will they have a... Okay, that's... does that make me want to do anything else? We either go Tracker into Dragon's Rage Channeler, or we go... I'll get about this Bloodstained Mire anyway. So it's either Tracker into this or it's Liliana. I think actually it's Liliana here. So let's go play this. You know, if my opponent wants to force, I guess we're okay with that. I think we just go and get Basic Mountain. Don't really want to lose loads of life. Our opponent is bringing in the rhinos next turn. So play the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Opponent can kill that, but in doing so, I think it doesn't quite grow the Goyf. I kind of want that on top. I'm going to put that on top. Wouldn't be surprised to see a force here. Some lists are running Subtlety. So it could be... okay, that does resolve. So we'll tick up here. I'm just going to... Oh, we can ditch a Wrenn and Six, which will grow the Goyf out of Fury range. Okay, opponent ditches a Crashing Footfalls. So we'll swing in for 5. Wouldn't be surprised to see this either tapped or bounced. Okay, that's okay. See what the opponent does. They do find a land, so we're probably going to see... oh, it wasn't Rhinos that turn. Okay. So... what are we doing? We could go Wrenn and Six, ping this Shadowless Agent twice. Don't see any real massive hate cards in my opponent's list. They brought in 1 Endurance. Oh, they have got Blood Moon in. Boseiju's 3 Blood Moons and some Endurances. Okay. So we got this Thoughtseize, which is pretty nice. But I kind of want to play the Goyf. Maybe we just play... I mean, Trackers... We're definitely edicting, I think. What about Tracker Goyf? Although if my opponent plays no, I think it's just Tracker Thoughtseize. Because if my opponent plays another Cascade spell... Or do we just want to go Tracker Ping Ping? Difficult. And do I want to attack with this Dragon's Rage Channeler? Difficult one, this. I think it's got to be... I mean, my opponent's making more Rhinos next turn anyway. So, what do we think about that? Ticking down only really kills Shadowless Agent. The Goyf is massive. Like, big enough to block. I think it might just be Goyf, Thoughtseize, Edict. But we're not doing much with this Wrenn and Six emblem. So maybe it's ping this, Edict. Yeah, I think that's the play. Oh, we do have to fetch Shock, which is a bit annoying, but yeah, I think that's the plan. So let's do this. I think that's fine. We want to kill the Rhino, really. Oh, if we're going to Thoughtseize, though, we should do that first. We do go to 9, which is a bit worrying. Oh, we want that on top. Yes, please. Okay. So we'll take the Violent Outburst. Then we'll go... We could tick up, but I don't think that's right. I think we just want to go ping this. Play Wrenn. We get to Surveil on top. I guess we know that we've got the explosives coming in. Play the Goyf. Then Edict my opponent. Although... yeah, I think we can Edict here. I think it's better than ticking up. Because then we can try and save my Tracker. So, yeah, try and save the Wrenn and Six in order to buy back a land for Tracker. I could even attack here. I don't know what my opponent's drawing. They do have Endurance. Oh, we can't attack with Goyf, of course. Yes. Summoning Sickness. So my opponent's going to get to make some more Rhinos here, which is pretty good. But we do have Engineered Explosives coming off the top. 3 mana from the opponent. So if they want, they can't really attack. You know they've got endurance. Okay, so let's go. So they could have dispute. So I think we just go EE first. Goyf. I think I'm going to put Goyf on top. Yeah, we could put that on top. And we'll play Tracker. I guess we could then. So what are we afraid of? We're afraid of something like a bounce. If we tick up Liliana and my opponent's got a bounce spell, I think we can just tick up this, get back Verdant, and then we can always... Oh no, we can't do that. Oh, actually, how much is this mattering? I think we probably tick up. I think we just, yeah, if my opponent wants to make me discard something, that's fine. Because we can't draw a card and... So opponent could bounce something here and we'd have to discard it. Okay, they get rid of an endurance. I think we're bashing in with the Goyf. Well, opponent probably blocks. Make us do it now. Okay. Stop us. Oh, that kills our clue token as well. That was stupid. Okay. Well, I don't think we could have got around that really. We know we got another Goyf on top, which I think is probably fine. Opponent goes to 6. Might attack the Liliana. Yeah. We could block and make a treasure. Actually, I think that's better. Oh, yielded through the block phase. Oh well. I think that's okay. Because we know we got Goyf on the top. How much do we care about that? Let's play the Goyf. So for my opponent to not concede, they must have... Oh, we know they've got endurance that can block. Ah, I can't believe I missed the missed the tracker trigger because we could have drawn another card. So we know there's... Oh, we know my opponent hasn't got another endurance because they discarded it to Liliana. I think I'm edicting here. Yeah, I think we're going to edict. Get rid of their endurance before they can play like a... You know, a Shardless Agent or something. We'd rather get rid of this. So if they make rhinos, they could double block the Goyf. We kill a rhino. They've gone through 3 crashing footfalls. I suppose they could endurance themselves. Oh yeah, I really wish I hadn't missed that tracker. I suppose we could have pinged the Liliana to make this... no, it's obviously stupid. Okay, opponent does have more rhinos here. So I'm gonna make 2 4/4s. I would imagine they, yeah, well, yeah, they're definitely double blocking. I'm then gonna ping with Wrenn and Six. Yeah, ping my opponent with Wrenn and Six. Okay, opponent makes a couple of rhinos. Gonna go for the double block one, would imagine. Yeah. So we kill a rhino. Then I think I'm just pinging here. Trying to get the last few points of damage in. That makes our Goyf a lethal attacker. Opponent has gone through all of their Crashing Footfalls now. 2 cards in hand. Three mana. Ooh, okay, returns it to hand. That's fine. Opponent probably kills Liliana here. No, they are attacking us. Okay, that's it's like a reasonable draw. So we can keep. Oh no, we can't. Okay, so let's. Ooh, do I want to? I really don't want to fetch. I've only got 1 card type in the graveyard. It's not very likely. That we get Delirium to kill this rhino. But if my opponent finds another bounce spell and we fetch, we're dead. So I think we're just ticking up the Lily. I am going to tick up the Wrenn now, I think. I'm probably cashing in Liliana here. Yeah. So yeah, we couldn't. What I was thinking of doing was sacking the Catacombs, buying it back with Wrenn and Six, and discarding that instead. But that puts us dead to. We'd be at 4, so we'd be dead to another Dead Gone, another Brazen Borrower, Ottawara. No, not quite Ottawara. They haven't got enough mana for that. So we've got potentially lethal this turn. We do need to be careful of the Brazen Borrower that's in exile. The fact that our opponent played Stomping Ground on turn 1, we can actually read something into that they're probably not on the Archmage's Charm version. And yeah, we don't actually see any Archmage's Charms there. I wonder if it's better to tick up here. No, we want to tick down, kill the rhino. Go for lethal. Brazen Borrower takes 2 swings to kill us. Don't know what our opponent's got. Okay, so the opponent plays a land and passes. So we, short of anything really awry here, we should have the win because we could just edict the rhino token. A Brazen Borrower can't block Goyf. And we get in for the win. 3 mana. I mean, yeah. I don't know if my opponent knows that this can't. Oh! Okay, that was stupid. I forget. Yeah, that was my bad. So my opponent can just flash in the Brazen Borrower, but actually we're okay now because we've drawn Unholy Heat, so we do actually get out of it. Because we can go fetch, will give us Delirium. Heat the rhino. Yeah, that was okay. So that was me being stupid there. Of course, my opponent can block the brazen, flashing brazen borrower and sack. But either way, we wrath their board. I can't see my opponent being able to come back from that anyway. Just kind of so far ahead at that point. But we get there. So we're 3-1 with Jund. See you for the 5th and final match. Okay, we will be on the play here for the 5th and final round. Yeah, this looks fine. Turn 2 Wrenn and Six is always really nice. Got some removal. Guess we don't really want to see like Tron here. So lead off with just Bloodstained Mire. Probably gonna just go and get, if we don't have to. Windswept Teeth, but 60 cards is you don't see that often these days. So does it matter? We need to get a red land. I think it's probably Stomping Ground here. Yeah. And it's just where's a Saga? That's a good draw. So play this Wrenn and Six. Tick up. Pass the turn. Okay, this could be Rhinos. Windswept Teeth for Ketria Triome. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking so far. Okay, Wrenn and Six. So I'm probably just double heating this. Is that right? Maybe not. Play my Urza Saga though. Play a Goyf. Don't think it's worth heating the Wrenn and Six here. Not really sure what this is. Could be some sort of Salt Loam deck. Could be just mid-range of some sort. Could be like elementals, but there's no Kahira, so probably not. Right, 3rd land for the opponent. Could be something like Teferi here, I suppose. Teferi bounce Goyf. Ooh, Dryad, eh? Was not expecting that. So this is looking like Bring to Light Scape Shift, probably. So we're probably going to have to double heat this, which does grow the Goyf. Shadowspear. So play my land. If we attack Wrenn and Six, we can then, if my opponent blocks, we can just heat this once. Yeah, I think that's fine. If not, we probably have to heat it twice. So we'll go for this now. Opponent could of course have Force of Negation. But we do have to heat this, I think. Got to kill it. Makes the Goyf bigger. Force of Negation is just really brutal here. But Goyf becomes a 4/5. Opponent could have something like Solitude, I suppose. We'll go ahead and ping the Wrenn and Six to death. Play a Shadowspear. Opponent fetches in response. Could be like, okay, just getting a Triome, which is fine. So yeah, we just we pass the turn now. Goyf is now a 5/6, which is Pretty good. See what we draw. Could be Teferi. Teferi would be pretty annoying. Well, Omnath is also annoying. No Yorion though. Don't really have a great deal to go and get with this Saga that's going to do massive work here. Okay, grabbing four mana, Grazer. Okay, so okay, that's a bit grim because that kills Wrenn and Six. We do have another Wrenn and Six if we need to though. Well, opponent's found Teferi as well. It's pretty good. Yeah, we're in real trouble. Real trouble here. That was obviously an amazing turn for the opponent. So as the Saga goes off. So I kind of just want to make the mana here because we want to play. How much do we care about playing Goyf? I think we need to just play Goyf Wrenn and Six. Yeah, I think that's fine. So let's make mana here. What should we get? Spellbomb, probably not amazing. Bauble draws us a card. Let's get Bauble. And we could play Wrenn and Six, pick up Urza's Saga. No, I think we just want to... Oh, we can't play both without playing the forest. Okay, I think that's fine. Probably should have got Spellbomb here. So yeah, we will take the opportunity to kill the Teferi, I think. And then see what my opponent's drawing. Hopefully nothing too good. They are drawing Bring to Light. Okay, so that possibly just kills us. That's a very good draw for the opponent. In fact, Bring to Light might just kill us. I think if my opponent plays a land, they just Bring to Light, grab Scape Shift, which not only probably kills us, but domes us for 4 with Omnath as well. Okay, Valky. I mean, equally good. Yeah, exiling Goyf. I think we've seen enough here. Yeah, there's no way of beating that. So it's definitely going to be a Scape Shift deck. I think the trouble is we're definitely going to be aggro here. Trouble is Omnath kind of shores up the aggro plan as well. I think this looks pretty cool. So Alpine Moon is potential, Pithing Needle is potential, Boseiju is also, and Terminate. Liliana's good. We want, don't know if we want the Inquisitions. Spellbombs do nothing, so we can get rid of those. Boseiju kills the Dryad, but nothing else. I don't know if we want Alpine Moon here. The only thing it names is Valakut. But if my opponent gets Bring to Light off anyway, we're probably dead to just Valky. So maybe it's just Terminate, We don't want Pyrite. What do we want Pithing Needle for? Valky, Wrenn and Six. That's about it. I think I'm happy with all the rest of these cards. Maybe just a Boseiju. I guess Boseiju can deal with Valakut as well. Let's just go with that. Okay, so this is probably the kind of hand we want. We're going to keep this. We're going to lead on Ragavan, and then we can go Darcy, Thoughtseize. See if the opponent keeps 7. Okay, so let's just lead with Foothills, Ragavan. We'll go and get Blood Crypt here. The opponent's kept their 7. We're just going to cast Ragavan and say go. Stomping Ground. Looks like a lightning bolt here. Oh, great. Okay, so we can push that, which we're going to. Quite a nice draw. So let's go land. We'll go and get green. Green black probably. In case we draw Liliana. Yeah. Taking a bit of damage here, but that's fine. Do this. Dragon's Race Channeler. Then we'll go Thoughtseize. Oh, yeah, I messed up there. Guess we want Wrenn and Six. Oh, yeah, I meant to fatal push the Grazer. Okay, so they've got quite a powerful hand. Okay, maybe keeping the fatal push wasn't too bad of an idea. So next turn, opponent's gonna have 3 mana. What do we not want them to have? I think it's just Omnath. Or is it? They have to find a land for Omnath. But it is very good. I think we'll just take Omnath as the only kind of surefire 2-for-1. Yeah, not great though. I should have fatal pushed and then attacked with Ragavan, then we could have Thoughtseized as well. Yeah, just getting a bit excited there. See what my opponent casts here. Because it doesn't look like we're going to be getting in with Ragavan anytime soon. Sea Bents, this is probably going to be Dryad. Okay, so they find a land. So we know their hand, it's not amazing. So we're going to play Wrenn and Six, get back a land. We probably need to save the push for a tracker. Right, draw a Wrenn and Six, play it. We get Surveil from Wrenn and Six as well. Yeah, put that in the graveyard. Can always buy it back with Wrenn and Six. Which we probably do here actually. Okay, tick up and grab our Bloodstained Mire back, which we'll play. And then we're actually going to hold off on Bloodstained Mire, I think. Opponent's got 4 lands, so they could scape shift, but probably not. Play the land. I suppose if we fatal push here, we could get Delirium. But I think I want to kill the tracker instead. Okay, not sure why they play that. Probably going to get a clue, but Okay, so the opponent's going to we can just get basic swamp here, I think. But we can't let our opponent keep making clues with Tireless Tracker. Tireless Tracker really coming into its own. Yeah, a couple of oh, there we go. I guess we'll put that on top. Maybe I should have put that on the bottom. Not sure. Lead our opponent to fade a little bit. Escape shift at any point kills us. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what order we do this in. We get to make 2 clues. Yeah, really could do with finding what we're going to get here. It's got a tap land. We just need our opponent to whiff as well, which is a bit worrying. We haven't managed to hit our opponent once really. This Grazer and this Dryad have got big butts. So opponent's got 2 draws. One from the Tracker Clue, one from the Grazer. Sorry, one for turn. Oh no. Okay, so now every land drop is just a kill spell. So maybe we... Oh, come on. So yeah, every land drop is now just a lightning bolt for our opponent. I mean, we might as well block here. Any kill spell is going to be pointed at the Dryad. I probably should have killed the Dryad. Although them finding exactly Valakut fetch land is pretty rough. Thoughtseize. Okay, so we could dash Ragavan and ping. I think we're better off to just draw a card. We really want removal here. Saga. Okay, so I'll play the Saga. Play the Goyf. Tick up. We'll play another Ragavan as well. But yeah, every land our opponent finds, like I say, well, a fetch land is double lightning bolt. So yeah, possibly should have brought in Alpine Moon, I suppose. We really need to find a removal spell. Opponent finds a land again. I guess it's probably better than them finding things like Omnath. They could kill our Tarmogoyf here. Okay, so at some point we'll be able to go and get Shadowspear, which will be able to gain us back some life. Really want to see a removal spell here. We've got Delirium. Like a removal spell doesn't win us the game, but we're definitely then very far ahead. Next time we can ultimate Wrenn and Six as well. Obviously our opponent's got a lot of good draws here, but Boseiju is also very good. Yeah, I think I misboarded a little bit. I think we should have Alpine Moon and more Boseiju in to just take care of this, because This kind of came naturally. Okay, we draw Goyf, which isn't too bad. So I think we crack the clue first. Just look for a removal spell. Just find another Ragavan. So if we attack, I could make a guy, but I think I'd rather make. Do we attack with Goyf? I think we do attack with Goyf. Although, yeah, I think that's fine. Attack with Goyf. We're actually dead to a fetch land here. I'm going to hold my lands so that next turn we can ultimate Wrenn and Six and push. If opponent finds a fetch land, we die because my opponent just bolts us 3 times with Valakut. Or it might just be Scape Shift. Okay, Tracker is actually pretty good. Actually, that's a really good draw. Although next turn, oh, opponent's gonna, oh, they can just bolt our Wrenn and Six, right? I mean, they should bolt the Wrenn and Six. They're bolting us, which is bold. Hopefully, they don't find another fetch land. Yeah, as soon as they find a fetch land, we die. Is that just a normal land? Okay, we go to 1. But we can... Oh, okay, so they bolt the Wrenn and Six. Ugh. So we go and get Shadowspear. Really need to find removal. Oh, come on. Wait, how has our opponent played that many lands? It's... Oh, right. Oh, and it's a fetch land as well. Of course. So, yeah, opponent just kind of had a bit of everything there. That seems like a really rough matchup. Maybe we should have killed the Dryad. I mean, we're just dead here. We just needed removal for that stupid Dryad. Really frustrating. Oh, well. Yeah, I think a little bit of misboarding there. A little bit of not finding enough removal and maybe a few mistakes along the way. Just punish us there. But still, deck felt pretty good. Definitely fun. Still really fun to play. Good to see that Jund can compete. Yeah, I think I liked everything. I'm still not sure about Dragon's Rage channel. Yeah, Dragon's Rage channel. Whether it's that good or not. People seem to be on and off it. I've seen people like Aspiring Spike replacing it with Season Pyromancer, or other people replacing it with Elvish Reclaimer, so they're things that I want to give a go. But yeah, happy with the general core of it. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Please tune in for the next one. See you there.